Hot Sauce is in the Buccaneers pasture. Diesel's yawning. And the antelope are still, well, about half of them are still here. They were just laying down. There's still one laying down, I guess. But I walked down here and they're like, ooh, better get up on our toes. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Fred. Why are you still laying down? Not as concerned. Alright, let's get some horses saddled up, huh? Alright, here we are at Two Bridges Open Space. And we're not the only ones here. Someone else out riding. That's a nice trailer. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I need both hands. How we doing, kiddo? We're doing good. Can I get out, please? Okay. Let's untie you. Whoa, my hair's in the way, sorry. Where are we? Alright, well, let's get her saddled up and I'll go over and take a look at the map. Alright, saddled up. All ready to go. Gloves, even though it's super warm. I'm just bringing my vest. That's it. And I'm just a shirt and a t-shirt. That's it. It's so nice. It's December. It's December 14th. My watch says 57 degrees, but it feels more like 60 something. So, anyways, let's go on the trail. All right, here we go. See how she likes the concrete. She hates it. Okay, we're gonna be on Bayou Gulch Trail. So, we are at Two Bridges Open Space, which is, whoa, trailhead parking lot. Wait, hey, I'm sorry. Can I be in charge, please? Thank you. I'll let you know when you can leave. So anyways, we're here, parking lot, and we're gonna do the two lower loops on the bottom, I think. You know what? I've never done the one on the right. Maybe we should do that. Let's do that. Let's do that loop. Anyways, here we go. Oh. Oh, fast Corvette, huh? Okay, so we've been here before. We're gonna try and do the side we haven't done before. We've done the side that's more to the east. We're gonna try and do the loop that's more to the west. Looks like there's a lot of mountain bikers there, but she's good with them. So, and there's a lot of vision here. Like sometimes some of the places they can kind of sneak up on you. Oh, I better lock my truck. I see a cop coming in. Okay, truck is locked. And let's see. The police is doing a swing through because a lot of people, well, people get stuff stolen from parking lots, so please don't steal. That is not a trip. It says no trip. She would like to go visit it though. Some more horses coming up over there. We just passed two horses and she's like, we're supposed to go with them. No, we're gonna go. I'm sorry. You gotta go where I tell you, not where you think you want to go. Okay. Now, we're gonna go to the right instead of the left, which we always do. I ain't never been this way before, so you could really make a really long trail ride, and then we'll come back out where those trees are. the way my map says. So she still wants to be with the other horses. I guess I could have brought Diesel with us, huh? That'd have been fun. So this trail is really cool. We're gonna go way over there, but it goes through these gullies, and you can see a lot of mountain bike tracks. So obviously this is really good mountain bike trail, but this would be a good hiking or trail running trail too. I saw a trail runner earlier, and this would be a great trail for that too, wouldn't it? So we're trotting. I don't know if you can tell, but that's good. I want to trot because I don't know if I'm allowed to announce this, but I'm pretty sure I am going to be riding in the Pony Express reenactment that the stay on trails that Alan and I did last year together, and that was super fun, and I need her in shape for that. So trotting these, ooh, manhole, there's no man in it. So hey, you see my shadow? Hello. I can make a dog. But I need to get her in shape, so we'll have to probably start loping. We'll trot these trails, but we'll end up loping a lot of them too. So I'll try and get some video of that if I can. Hold my phone and lope my horse. We'll see. Okay, I'm turning back around. I missed my turn. Let me see if this is it. All right, back on it. We were going towards the high school, and that's to another parking area actually. To get back to where I'm parked, I gotta go this way. So anyways, really cool place. You can't really get lost. You can get on the wrong trail because that other trail was just as maintained as this, but you can see forever, so you can see to go to where your trail is. So this is a really good place, especially if you don't know where you're going. You're not going to you might be on the wrong trail, but you won't be lost because you'll still, I know the road's right there. If I had to, I could just get on that and walk that all the way back to my trailer. But anyways, very much enjoying this ride, and it is 14th of December, and it says my watch said that it was 50. It feels more like 67. This is ridiculous, you guys. This is so beautiful. There's some closer videos of these solid jumps. Really cool jumps. Oh, sorry, I'm not being a very good videographer. But there's some. They try and make them look really cool, like a something you'd have in an actual barnyard, or if a horse was traveling across Europe at a high rate of speed and had to jump fences and stuff to keep going. That's kind of what it is like. It's really neat. So I can't remember if you guys remember, they would put a flag on either side of the jump. So it's like a red flag and a white flag. And so you knew which direction to take the jump, and you were staying on course. So like if we were going to jump this one, I think the red would be on your right side and the white would be on your left. So like if you jumped the other direction, you'd be disqualified, I think. I know if your horse stops and refuses, that's a refusal, and two of those is a 2 or 3, I can't remember, is a DQ. I remember my horse only refused one time ever, and it was jumping into water. So it was like a jump like that had a big pond on the other side of it. He was going at it, and he's like, water, hell with this. And he stopped. I about fell off into the freaking pond. I had to turn him around, and I don't think I had a whip, but I like I kind of had to spank him, click him, and he jumped into it. But the guy said, okay, yeah, so it's 3 is a DQ. He said he refused twice because he slowed down to jump at the second time. He said that was a second refusal, and I told that jump judge that I thought he was full of it, and that doesn't help you, by the way. If you're ever in 3-day eventing, don't cuss the judge, even if they're wrong, because that judge is he's gonna be judging you again. And if you've cussed him or told him that he can't do his job right, he is going to not judge you very friendly-ish, or she. So just remember, don't cuss the judges. At least don't cuss. Yeah, just don't cuss the judges. Even when they're wrong, don't cuss them. All right, I believe this is a water jump without any water in it. But see how there's that. Like, if I were to do it right now, I would just be jumping down into the water. But they'll put a fence, a big, like they'll put a. Where am I going here? Hang on. I can go 2 ways. I'm gonna check my deal. I think I'm gonna go this way. All right, she's still got her eyes on the other horses that are down there now, but you are here. Can you see that? Anyways, we're gonna do the loop that's on top, and anyways, so that place over there is called, I think, Colorado Horse Park. It was High Prairie Farm for a long time. Anyways, they do lots of horse shows there. I think every kind of horse show, but like I think it's mostly jumpers and hunter jumpers and things like that, mostly English type stuff. But they do a 3-day event here, and this is their cross country course right here. So we're gonna go by a bunch of big jumps, and if you're familiar with 3-day eventing, cross country jumps are solid. So they they don't move like a jump in an arena, like show jumping jumps. Those have rails that are in cups that if a horse just like nicks them, they pop off. So, and that's a deduction. If you hit one of these, if your horse just nicks it, hits it, that's not it's not a penalty because they're solid. They don't fall down. Anyways, but they do have time faults. So you have a certain amount of time that they figure into their course, depending on what level you're at. There's like beginner, novice, there's training level, there's preliminary level, and then there's intermediate level, and then preliminary level, which I used to by the way, I used to ride 3-day eventers. You might not know that, but it's an amazing sport, and the horses in 3-day eventing are amazing athletes, and they're better, in my opinion, than any other English discipline, because they do show jumping, they do cross country, and they do dressage. She's looking at these trees. And they do dressage. That's a crazy thing. I hated dressage so much when I was 3-day eventing, but it kept my horses' minds sound, because all I want to do is go fast and jump, and that's the cool thing about cross country. And they used to have steeplechase in it too, and those are solid jumps too. But anyways, they're usually made out of brush or trees or just anyways. But here's some looks like an old jump they probably aren't using anymore. I don't know, maybe, but big ones are down there. We're not allowed to go down there because we're supposed to stay on the trail. So we'll just look at the ones that are close. Anyways, but yeah, they would figure out which, what the time, it's not really a limit, but what the time they think you should finish in. And if you're under that or at that time, you get no time faults. If you're over that, you get time faults. I don't know how I can't remember how they worked that out, but anyways. So I just wanted to go fast and jump, and my horse wanted to go fast and jump. But to jump right, they've got to listen to you, and they got to collect before the jump. Like we'd be like at full stupid run, and these jumps are pretty big and tall, and I would have to. They do like what they call a half halt, where you just kind of check them on one side and get them to not change from not to a trot, but down sometimes to a canter instead of a straight up gallop, you know. And sometimes, you know, I had a really good horse, and sometimes just one or two checks and he would just come right back, or he'd check down a gear and then jump, and then I could turn him loose again. And anyways, it was super fun. But the dressage, that was the hardest part for me. And that's the part where it's in the arena, and they do a what do they call it, a certain pattern with different difficult, you know, the higher up the more difficult the things they had to do, like, you know, at beginning you just kind of walk, trot, lope in different circles, and you change leads and things like that, and then it moves up to where they're doing a pre-sance and all this really crazy stuff, and the horse has to really be collected and listen to what you do. And the dressage riders are like the best, you know, that they're so good. And anyways, but 3-day event horses have to do all of it. Dressage horses just do dressage. Jumpers just jump, you know. And she's like, "What is that place?" And you know, jumpers sometimes are kind of crazy. Well, 3-day event horses can be too, but the dressage makes them sane again, you know. But anyways, so that's where I'm at. That's my, I guess my my spiel on 3-day eventers and why I think they're so amazing. Look how big that, and wide. It's big and wide, that jump. Stop being scared of it. She wants to run away from it because it might jump out and eat her. Acha! So anyway, sometimes they'll put a big jump right in front of it, so they have to jump and then they drop down into the water. And anyways, they're super cool. It's just some horses are like cats. They see water and they're like, "I'm not getting wet." And anyways, so it makes the rider have to really work and get their horse jumping in the water or crossing water, whatever the problem is. So these are really good, and they're all different colors and different, you know. So by the time you got a horse that does cross country, there ain't a lot that bothers or scares them. But really cool. Really cool. I'm glad I've never been through here before, so I'm glad you guys got to see. Oh, we're gonna run into some people. People. All right, we are back at the parking area, and she's being ladies right now. But it was just a little over 3 miles what we did, which is good because I haven't rode in a while. And she's fat and out of shape, and we're gonna try and fix that.